What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sicc Teaches. This week is BannerFall. I apologize for not doing a video last week. I had actually reason I don't have a green screen as well. I had been traveling. I came home to visit my family for a month, spend the holidays with them. So I was kind of in between a lot of stuff last week and didn't get the video out. We are going to do one this week. It is BannerFall. Great map. Very, very symmetrical, balanced map. I do enjoy this map a lot. Great map for sniping. Also very viable for shotgun pulse rifle. Pulse rifles being where they're at without the damage fall off and the clever dragon time to kill. It's going to be a very good week for your clever dragons. A lot of good shotgun lanes, a lot of great sniper lanes, a lot of things to avoid. So we're going to get in the map, we're going to walk around, we'll do our normal callouts. And after we do our callouts, we will start slowly going through all the lanes and places you should avoid and places you might want to challenge. As we load up here, guys, again, remember that this map is extremely symmetrical. You can see it just from the intro. Everything in this map is pretty balanced. I like this map a lot for that reason, that everything is, it's a mirror image. So as we go through here, we're going to spawn in. We are on the Bravo side, doesn't matter, because, again, this map is symmetrical. So as you come through the map, when you're talking about spawns and you're talking about different things for this map, if you guys play Rift, you know that the Rift point is here. You'll use this call out a lot for your team, especially if you guys are collapsing on maybe one person left. Very easy call out on the Rift point, right? Very, very easy call out. As you move over, you have your ledge. Now this is the spot that you're going to get a lot of your teammates in trouble. When you jump up here and look instantly across the map, there's almost always going to be somebody right here with you that's a sniper. So by the time you get up here, a lot of times if you're a Titan or a Warlock or a Blade Dancer, or I'm sorry, a Nova Bomber or a Blade Dancer, you guys have Blink. So you get up here really quick. So a lot of times if you come up here to challenge, you're probably not going to be the first one up here. And when you look across, you already have somebody ADS on you. This is a very interesting spot because if you die here, one of them can stay ADS while the other ones are pushing through the bottom doors here in the left. And you're going to put your team in a really bad spot to res you. This is a place you definitely want to avoid on this map. It causes a lot of problems and a lot of teams will get run over because you're playing a man down within the first 5 seconds of the match. Now, what you will see as well, if you have a team that is constantly challenging up here, every single round challenging, what I recommend is try this bottom door angle one time. You can actually see through that bottom door, and you can get an angle up here where you just saw Fandar jump down to. You can actually get an angle on this from down there. So a lot of people, if they come up here and they're instantly looking here first, by the time they look down here, he can already see me. So he's going to end up getting that headshot. It's a very easy kill. It's something that a lot of people don't look for. It's something you probably can't use more than once, because if I know you did that last round, I'm probably going to come right up here with my shotgun, and I'm going to meet you right here, and it's going to be game over. So just be really aware of these angles, guys. You don't want to put your team in a deficit right off the bat. It's never a really good thing. As we move around, we'll do some more callouts as we go through the rounds. But, again, you have your big tree here in the middle. You have just essentially the middle of your map. Your old Heavy used to spawn up here. Heavy actually spawns back over here now, right in front of Mohawk. I've been calling this Mohawk for a long time. I like it. Some people call it Divider. Either way, it's a very simple call out. Obviously, your cap point is going to be out here where the other Heavy used to be in this tree. This tree is interesting. If you guys ever get a chance to play it, there's some soft kill zones up in it, but it's also a lot of fun to play around this tree. And we'll go through that as we get through these rounds. So again, first round, guys, don't be that person that jumps up on the ledge, gets picked right away, and now your team is playing a 2v3 within the first 5 seconds of the match. It's never a good position for your team. Now, there's a couple ways to get out of this spawn. Again, if you're playing with a hyper-aggressive shotgunner on your team, you can get through that bottom door right there. You can get through there, you can get up into the middle, and you can create some chaos. You can also come around this side. Now, this side is also a little bit dangerous because when you come out here, when you turn this corner, if they're also not fighting up top, you need to be looking instantly across. Because you can see Fandar is already here. He came through the middle, but they also come through that side over there. So a lot of times, if you turn this corner, you're going to instantly be locked into a sniper battle. So you want to be a little careful about that. A really good way to do this, depending on what class you're running, you can come, just slide across this hallway. After I slid, I'm already in cover, so now I can maneuver whether I want to fight it out here. I can loop back in this way. There's a lot of different ways to fight this, but again, that's another initial sniper lane you really want to avoid. If you get picked right here, it's a very, very bad spot for your team. It's easy to secure with grenades. Automatically locked everybody off, so you're going to be really careful about giving up that initial pick. Now, once you're out here, there's a lot of different variants to play this game. So you can have people that are coming from this backside you're going to need to look out for, people that looped all the way through spawn. But my play I like is you can get up here, right? You have an angle from this wall where you can look down here. A lot of people that are playing that sniper lane, they might come outside to peek your teammate that's standing right below me. They might come out to peek him, so you can get this lane, this angle. You have your pulse rifle, you can primary him down. A lot of good angles from up here. You'll have a lot of people that like to play this top balcony, right? And either side, again, it's symmetrical. You'll have a lot of people that want to come through the spawn, through where the rift point is, and they're going to come up here. Now, coming up here, it's interesting because you can always meet right here when they're coming out the door about the same time. Again, depending on classes, you have some that are faster than others. But you can almost always get into a fight right up here. But you have the height advantage if someone's down below you. You also have the capability to duck back into this hallway. You can use these as cover. Just be careful for people throwing nades like that. It's going to pinch you. But there's a lot of playroom up here when you get out here. You just need to be careful. Again, there's a lot of sniper lanes. You can get hit from anywhere back through here. You have the up top lanes. And then again, you have the initial spawn lane. So just stuff to watch out for, stuff to be careful for. This good thing about cap point being where it is on this map is you can bait this cap point very, very well. So you can see Fandar and I, neither of us are on radar right now. So you can actually bait this cap point extremely, extremely well. You don't always have to feel the need to get into the cap point until there's, you know, of course, 3-4 seconds left and you need to make a move. You can see Fandar's in a head glitch right there in that box. It's a great head glitch, very good spot, and something you're going to want to watch out for. So that's my preferred method, is to try to kind of get outside of the map a little bit. Now, you will have your teams that are a little more passive. They're going to be sitting in their spawns. They're going to be playing it a little slower. A way to counter that, again, you can use that outside method. A lot of cool little angles out there, but if I find a team that's just really sitting back in their spawn, especially with the scory meta that we're in right now, you can go through this back way where the old heavy comes through. There's actually some cool lanes in here. So actually, right here, you can shoot through this. You can shoot through this gap right here in this box. So if you see people coming through here, very easy cleanup shots. You can also get all the way through here, and you have some different angles you can use, all the way back through the rift point, all the way around, obviously out through their spawn. But the good play about this is you can get up here, right? And if you have teams that are just sitting back in their spawn, you can get angles from here. You have the window you can use. You can actually get out on this back ledge. You know, you have a lot of different play variants when you find a passive team using this method. And again, it's the same if you go through the other side. Say you spawn alpha, same thing, you get through here, you can get up into the staircase, you can work your way around the map. A lot of really cool things you can do on this map as far as map movement and cover. And again, you want to try to be avoiding this fight out here. Now, if you're going to be fighting on here, you always want to kind of hug the Mohawk the best you can. You can hug the Mohawk here, you can see he's coming, I can back up, I can play on the Mohawk now, I have a little more cover, and hopefully my teammates are out here with me helping me, right? You know, you can always get your, oh, I don't have a sword on, you can always get out here and kind of peek around corners, see what you need to do. But I don't recommend fighting out in this big open space unless you have a good team comp. You're going to get collapsed on from about 7 different angles. Very difficult to fight out here in the open, especially if someone's using these hallways or something else's cover. You're going to be putting yourself in a bad spot. Now, a couple other little angles you have. Again, you have a team that's sitting back into spawn. Up here, this is actually one of my favorites in the game. You can actually crouch on the corner of this ledge and see down into their spawn when they're coming out. So it's kind of a cool little play. You know, as they're coming out into this hallway, boom, I have a shot on him. You can also use this box right here. This is another good one. You can use this up through here. Of course, again, if they're playing back in spawn, there's a head glitch on that box right there you're going to want to watch out for. A couple other little ones. Another one that you'll see a lot, people that are playing a little more passive, a little more scared, they'll be all the way back out here, right? You have these little outlets. Now, these outlets, you can obviously look all the way up into the top ramp. You got the box head glitch covered. You can look all the way back to the other side of the map. Now, these stairs are cool because you can look through these stairs, but you can't shoot through these stairs. So you can't get shot right here through the staircase, but you can look through them, which gives you an advantage. So you're going to want to be careful. Again, guys, this is a very basic, very simple map to play. Just being careful of those sniper lanes is all you really need to be doing. As long as you're staying out of this big open area, you're providing yourself cover. If you're taking damage, you'll normally be able to get your orb into a good spot for your teammates to res you. So just be really, really aware of the sniper lanes. Heavy round. Interesting round. Heavy actually spawns right in the front of the Mohawk. So it's opposite of the cap point, but still outside the Mohawk. So a lot of times when you come through here again, your first reaction is going to be to turn this corner. You're going to see somebody here just like that, okay? So you're going to want to watch out for that lane. A big, easy way to play this, again, we talk about this every single week, guys, and I'm going to continue to talk about it as long as we do these videos. You don't need to be super aggressive to the box, okay? Obviously, they're looking at that box. So a couple different play styles for this, right? You could actually, if you have a sniper on your team, if you get through here and none of them can test through middle, you actually can see this box right here, and you have a very good line of sight. You can pick people off from the box while your team's getting primary shots. And if you look at where Fandar is right now, I'm not on radar here. So he can't see me. Now, if you notice, Fandar's crouching right there, which is giving him the advantage because I can't hit this headshot. But when he was jumping up to the box, running to the box, that's your chance. If that's happening, you can also use this tree. Now, if he crouches, it's not going to matter. I can still hit him. It's okay for me here. Hopefully, my teammates are getting primary shots. Again, bait the heavy box. Don't feel the need to just absurdly run directly at it and feel the need to grab that heavy instantly. So use different methods. You can also come all the way outside. Again, this is where I'm going to use a lot of my top advantage with my ledge. We're going to use the top ledge building. You're going to get around here. You're going to do a few different things. But again, don't feel the absolute need to just go grab heavy for no reason. Vandar's playing with me now with the sword. That's gross. Anyway, so guys, be careful. Definitely watch what you're doing in these buildings. You'll notice we'll go over these calls for the buildings. Some people call them by factions. I actually don't. I just call them spawn building. I think it's very simple. Again, not very many calls for this map. It's a very, very simple, easy map. But if you wanted to do this, this building is actually blue, and the one across from us is red. So depending on who I play with, I will use them that way. So you have blue on this side, red across. Now you have your top of the building, right? You got your top ledge. You got your underneath. As you rotate through the building, guys, it's very, very simple. You have the staircase, so you can call this red stairs, outside stairs. There's a lot of different callouts, guys. It's a very simple map. It's really difficult to get turned around or lost. This isn't a map like First Light or Rusted Land, something that just covers a lot of space. Again, I mean, we've pretty much covered the entirety of the map already. A couple little things to watch out for. You will have people that can sit. You know, they'll sit all the way back here somewhere. Just be careful when you come through here, because a lot of times it's really hard to get on radar while you're coming through the sides of the maps. You have this little room you can play around in. A lot of interesting stuff, guys. Very simple map, though. Very symmetrical. So remember, your callouts are going to be very basic this week, because it's an exact mirror image. You don't need anything too complicated. Once you get one side of the map down, you have them both down. Again, biggest things to avoid these sniper lanes. Don't be that guy that gets caught way out here in the open that is just, you know, hanging out here trying to get a pick from maybe I'm looking in middle courtyard and Vandar's looking at me from the left, or vice versa. I'm looking this way, there's somebody up top, there's somebody in courtyard. There are too many angles out here. Protect yourself. If you do find yourself out here, use the Mohawk as a cutoff. Right now, I can check this angle, and I can not get shot from middle unless they're already on the stairs. So use this Mohawk for cutoff. Now, as I crouch around, I know no one's up top. I can start checking this way, but I have my right side cut off, right? Make sure you use this as cover. If you find yourself stuck in a bad situation, hug the Mohawk. Just remember that all the times. Hug the Mohawk. Use it to cut off your lanes. Because if I'm standing way, way out here, guess what? Now I can get shot from the doorway. I can get shot from top, middle, right. Doesn't matter. So remember that if you do find yourself trapped in the middle, hug the Mohawk. Use this as a counter for all your angles. Again, a couple other ways you can do this with the tree being right here. Lightning nades or spikes. Now I have this side cut off. Now I only have one angle to worry about, right? My team's on this side. So just be careful. Be aware of what you guys have going on this week. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them for me. I will answer them. Of course, I'll be playing Trials all weekend on Twitch. You guys can find me there all the time. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them there as well. Have fun this week, guys. If you need any more help or would like to see anything else in this video, please feel free to let me know. And you guys have a great weekend.